Alright, and after several minutes of toying with my audio settings yet again in order to try to cut out some of that background noise, I think I found something that's going to work. And so, we can get started here. Hey, we're going to space. The Gorgon investigation shall continue. I should really start up the game before I hit the button. That'd save a minute or two. Ah, well, we don't do things efficiently here. I just sort of wing it and hope for the best. And it's worked so far. Alright, considering how far along we were, unless we hit any more fantastic roadblocks like last time, we'll probably clean this operation up today. There we are. This game's got some really nice views. Alright. Is my inventory clear? No, it isn't. Holy shit, I've got way too much stuff. Well, okay. I guess the first thing we're doing is going to the shop to unload. Oh, right, yeah, I came right back here after we went through human... What was it called again? Human Resources and Auditing? I think that's what it was. Ellie and Vicar. Ellie and Vicar. I don't think we've taken Ellie out on this planet. Or this rock. It's not really a planet.
Is that an Apex Mark V queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
You've been out here. You've seen it before. Good to go. Where are you at, shopkeep? I need you to take my shit. And give me money for it.
Hey again, stranger. What can I get you?
I can get you...
All sorts of salvage and weapons. And plenty of.
Yes, I do have plenty. I never sell anything in this top row. Guess it's nice to keep a couple of things. How much do these weigh? I mean, barely anything. Now that took away 10 pounds, or 10 weight, or whatever sort of weight measurements we're using to do this stuff. I don't know. These take a bit more looking at. Whoa. Status effect, duration 10%, movement speed 10%, melee weapon attack 10%, all attributes -1. Don't normally pick up things with that many effects. Alright. Ooh, that's a good helmet. Might give that to somebody. Prisoner's cap. I'll keep one of these pressurized thingies. Alright, weapons. I picked up loads of weapons. That's a powerful grenade launcher. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. When did I pick this up? Medal of Honor. Weapon, ranged weapon spread, minus 25. Ranged weapon sway, minus 80. Magazine size up. Post armor damage dealt. When did I get... I don't remember. When did I pick that up? It's not better than what I'm currently carrying. I might use it or give it to somebody else. Everything in these rows is crap. That should do it. May as well do some repair while I'm here. Right. Any of you guys maybe could use some of these? Well, you got perks to spend. Armor rating up. Just focus on making them sturdier so they don't go down as fast. I haven't been using their abilities. I keep forgetting because I keep forgetting what buttons they're supposed to be using. Oh, increase their health. That's an option. Yeah, go for that. What shotgun are you currently wielding? Oh, we got much better options for you, Vicar. He's got a good staff. Ellie has something sharp. Alright, she's got that pistol. Do I want to give her a different pistol? We'll let her rock that one for a bit longer. Alright. So, let me see. What do we have to do around here? I love it when I see a marker under there and I can't put my mouse over it to see what it represents. That's always very good. Electric fling. Ah, shit, there was a phonograph in there. In fact, I distinctly remember saying that I should keep an eye out for the phonograph in this building, and then I proceeded to run through the whole thing and not do that. My brain is good. It works. Honest. Yeah, why am I running all the way over there? Just fast travel. I'm gonna wait for the elevator to come down. Oh, hey, we just fast traveled in front of all these people. Nope. They respawn very quickly. It's in the observation room. Well, unless everything respawned in here. Good news is we can just run right in.
Discuss the side effects.
The drug's not meant for police yet. Side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. Forearms, maybe? Or a second head?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia. Shall I enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
The reason I ran away there was so the speaker talking wouldn't overlap. And alright, the hole's here. Alright, well that was quick. That only took us a minute. It's fine that I missed it the first time. It's fine. Alright, so we gotta go to the chem lab. That's the main thing. Last phonograph is in the chem lab. So once we get there, I'll activate this so we know where to look. Dialogue between dead men, waste processing ravine, synthesis and manufacturing observatory. I must not have been to either of those locations. Llama-shaped rock. The llama-shaped rock is down that way. Great, now, and I'm near these jerks, so I can't fast travel.
Here we go. We are just that good.
No problem. Okay, now we can fast travel. Let's take it right. We haven't been down this way at all. So we can explore and check out what's down here, and then I imagine the chem lab is... Is that the chem lab? Yeah, the chem lab is over there. We didn't check out this bottom area. Dialogue between dead men. There's one there, and there's one up there. Alright, we go through down this way, go to the llama-shaped rock, check this area out, come back up here, check this out, then go down here, deliver the thing, check out everything down this way and take a look at that, and then go to the chem lab. Or you know what, while we're in the area, we do the chem lab, then we come down this way. Got it all planned out. What was that one? When you've got, like, interesting little graphics on the loading screens, it'd be nice if there was a button or something, or some way to view them, or... I'd kind of like to see them, because the artwork is very nice. But it loads so fast. Yeah, this is the way. That first shot did not go where I wanted it to, but it all worked out, so it's fine. We are in bandit country. Sprats everywhere. They're this galaxy's equivalent of Gizka or Tribbles. Can't escape them. Salon Club, King Thurwill Ellerton, Cabinet Question, Rob. I can barely read that.
The fragility of life and sanity can be overwhelming when seen so starkly.
See, this is why I prefer being a spacer.
Get a beat on wherever that one is. Oh, he's behind a thing.
So enjoy a good warm-up. Don't mess with us.
I was probably cowering. That had to be why I didn't stick her head out. Here. Outdoor showers. Outdoor toilets. No privacy whatsoever. I can't walk over this. This tiny little rise, it's barely up to my ankles. I can't just walk over. I have to jump. Collision in this game is definitely something you notice a lot. Ugh. Look at that reflection. Ah. Ah. Open up and give me your stuff. A lot of explosives in there. More berserkers over yonder. Can I walk on that? I probably can't. Worth a try. Hey, there's a llama-shaped rock. It is shaped like a llama. This room is very red. Good pictures developed in here. Grenade launcher. One of these days I'm gonna play a game where my character specializes in like big heavy weapons. I almost never do. In fact, I can't remember the last time I did. No, fine. Again, I aim at an explosive thing.
I'm warmed up now.
That was very clearly aimed at that little explodey barrel, and I somehow hit the guy in the leg. Twice that has occurred to me. We have found the outdoors. You wonder if, what's-his-face, if the accountant is over this way? I get the feeling like the accountant's gonna be around here. What was his name? Jeff? Dave? Okay, this is kind of weird. Package for Captain Babbage. That was his name, Babbage? Delivery, handle with care, Captain Babbage. To Captain B. Babbage and crew. From a friend. Handle with care. Who the heck left this here? Who are they working for? I have questions. Well, we'll get it to them on the way back. Good thing they didn't go trying to look for it themselves. Probably would have gotten themselves killed. Marauder Stronghold. Yep, the accountant will be here. Marauder Colossus. Plunder. Where's Jeff from accounting? There's a red mark over there, but I don't see anybody. Must be in that little wreck over there. Wait, there he is! Charles from accounting! Wow, he died in 2 shots. Nice cover you got there, jerk.
Well done. We are victorious.
Charles from accounting, a defaced moon man. This helmet is no longer considered a collector's item, or maybe it is, depending on your view of the Spacer's Choice Corporation. Special delivery. Manufacturer unknown. Originally designed as an experimental mail delivery tool, this launcher was listed as a failed project and forgotten. With its recent discovery and retrofitting, its homing pneumatic tubes are now filled with explosives to deliver death rather than envelopes. Two shots! That guy was talked up like he was... He's like the biggest thing since... I don't know. Since metal arms or something, and then he just gets 2 shots to the head. That's all it took. And they weren't even big shots. I can't help but feel cheated. These people already... Oh, wait, they're corporate. These ain't marauders. Can I get up there? No, probably not. Nah, that's just a junk pile. There's not going to be anything up there. Not with the way navigating in this game works. No, no, sir.
Luck ran out after all.
What's that? Oh shit, it's Lucky. Wish we had a... Yep, he's missing an arm. Can't really get a good look at him, considering the way this cane had landed, but...
I've stumbled onto something big. Bigger than Minnie Ambrose's journal. Spacer's Choice wasn't making adrenotime for humans. They were making it for canids.
What?
The ads were all smoke and mirrors. There's no way they'd make something this dangerous for people. But why? To build an army, like in the Archie Excelsior comics? To make them smart, so they can do most of our jobs? To make them smart and give them thumbs, so they can do all of our jobs? Only one way to find out.
Well, sounds like he did something stupid. They're developing it for canids, and they put it on the market for humans anyway. What? There's the elevator. Alright, so we're gonna head up and look for that bit of correspondence. Get the feeling I probably missed a couple Lucky's phonographs. Oh well.
Again.
Look at all the bits and pieces fly all over. Okay, now where was that marker? I think it was back there? No, over there. Been over this way. How did I miss it? I see what's going on here. I gotta. What? All right, fuck these goddamn invisible walls. You just bounce off of shit that isn't there, and you go, how did I even live? That's dumb. Well, I guess I can deliver the thing. It's gonna do this later, but fuck me, I guess.
Any luck tracking down that llama? Technically, it's the package I'm after, but you get what I mean.
How'd you get entangled in this llama business?
I don't even know anymore. We spent so long arguing about what is or isn't a llama that it's all a blur. Captain Babbage has a lot of strange contacts in the parcel delivery business. One of them must have a thing for llamas.
I found it sitting by a llama-shaped rock.
That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this in my dumb captain's face.
This should be entertaining.
See here now, what's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger.
Good captain knows when to admit they're wrong. Well done.
I suppose he's right. Maybe I was too quick to dismiss your leadership, sir.
First Mate, let's say we put this awful business behind us with a round at the Sprat Shack. First one's on me.
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
I feel like I inhaled something toxic and this has all been a hallucination.
Llama!
I take offense to that. I would know if I was a hallucination.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama!
Chrono adapted outfit? What was I just given? Chrono field aggregator, cushion souls, walk speed faster. Handguns time dilation drain minus 25%. I do prefer using my handguns. Oh, nice. I like the double belt arrangement. That's actually a good, cool outfit. I like it. But I like my fancy colony captain uniform. Ah, well. It's not like we can ever see what we're wearing unless we're in the menu anyway. Well, alright then. Now to get back up there. And hopefully not get launched off the fucking cliff this time, because the fucking designers of this game didn't know how to fucking put their collision meshes or whatever down correctly. Oh no, I think I killed Max. Alright, what are we going into this time? Critical hits ricochet and hit other enemies. We're almost there. We may as well keep pouring into that. And yet another perk. Could get more money. Considering all the junk I pick up and all the tinkering I'd like to do. Sure. More money for selling stuff. Where was the nearest way back up? Or, you know, I could probably... Ah, fuck off. I'll just fast travel up there. Game's gonna waste my time flinging me off a goddamn cliff. Well, guess what? I'm gonna fucking not stand for that, and I'll just teleport up here. Alright, don't jump near the cliff edge this time, or you'll get flung off. Lesson learned. Okay, it's... There we go. Excuse me? Excuse me. You couldn't hear the sigh just then because the noise gate cut it out and I had to apply it back in to get rid of the background noise. But I just had the biggest fucking sigh. Who designed this and why were they allowed to live? You're gonna make a pipe that clearly looks like you could walk up to get to a thing, and like, oh no, we're just gonna make it so the players fall through it. What sort of toddler level design is this? Granted, I don't know anything about design myself, but I still think I could probably do better. Alright, that only opens from the other side. Best I can figure is, whatever this is, it's connected to this, and we go through here and that's the exit. Or maybe there's some other way up there? I hate it when you see things that look like they are so close, but you have to take a trek around the fucking world to get there. Yeah, no, there's... No, we're not getting there. That's the chem lab, though. Then either this or this is the main research lab? Well, since I can't figure out how to get up there, and the chem lab is over here, I may as well go to the chem lab first. Before I go exploring further south. Yeah, that's south. There's a compass. I don't know why I didn't listen to the compass. I think this goes... Wait, does this go up? I remember there being a tunnel somewhere in the cliff that went down. Hang on a minute. I think we figured out the way. Did I already come through here? Everything seems to be cleaned out. Judging from the direction we are going, yeah, I've already... Yeah, I think I remember. I think I came through here initially. Yeah. Was there an elevator over here? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't think there is. Is that a marauder? I don't think that's a marauder. Heck are you? Probably Carl.
Hey, just now. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I thought I heard a scream.
Auditory hallucinations. That's a bad sign.
Why, it's the sound of fine goods screaming out to be purchased. Pleasure to meet you, sir or ma'am. I'm Carl, and as a customer-defacing representative of Spacer's Choice, I sell only the finest. What can I get you, prospective customer? New handgun? Pack of smokes? Stab in the face?
You sell stabs? Did you just threaten to stab me?
Did I? Honest mistake.
Pretty sure you said something about defacing customers, too.
That came out wrong. I meant removing their faces. So sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm Carl.
We're having to... I mean, you seem unwell, medically.
And yet I feel fantastic. My body screams with energy. My hands burn with new strength. I haven't slept in 4 days! And it's all thanks to the magic of Adrena time.
Not used to seeing them open their mouths so far, but then again, most of the people we talk to aren't shouting. Do you need help?
Spacer's Choice. It dulls the howling ache inside your bones!
Ah, yes. Another Adrena time aficionado.
At any rate, how can I help Spacer's Choice help you? Target demographic?
I thought Spacer's Choice left Gorgon years ago.
Ha! Then who's been reviewing my inventory requests at the Office of Creative Incubation? Marauders?
Probably. Probably is actually an option. Yeah, probably.
That would explain why no one's been filing them correctly. But don't trouble yourself with company business, sir or ma'am. Trouble yourself with my fine wares instead.
There's no need for or ma'am. You keep getting it right the first time. Does Spacer's Choice even know you're out here?
Sure they know. I don't think they'd misplace their top salesman of the last 6 quarters, do you?
They could.
Oh, Spacer's Choice knows. Spacer's Choice knows everything because he tells them. He's always watching. He's watching us right now.
Who's watching us?
The Moon Man!
Ah, yes, of course. The Spacer's Choice Moon Man?
Always. He never stops. He never sleeps. He wants Spacer's Choice to think I'm crazy, you know. But I know what I am. I'm a good employee. You hear that, you sprat bastard? I'm a good employee!
A lot of these animations do seem kind of pre-baked, but every once in a while you see one that really fits what they're saying. I think they did fairly well in the animating department when it comes to people talking. Alright, well, how's your Moon Man problem coming along?
He'll get his. He comes after my job? Oh, he'll get what he deserves. At any rate, how can I help Spacer's Choice help you? Target demographic?
What are you selling?
The finest dust-covered goods money can buy.
Yeah, he's got a thing. Just one weapon and some ammo. He doesn't really have a lot, does he? Yeah, I may as well sell any of the junk I picked up on the way in here. Get rid of these. That'll do. Hold on.
Spacer's Choice handguns. Dead bodies for counting.
So, you're taking Adrena time there, buddy.
Great stuff. Best stuff there is.
How long have you been taking it?
Oh, for years now. The company gave Adrena time to the sales team so we'd be able to describe its many wonderful benefits. I've taken it ever since. Adrena time helped me get ahead and stay ahead. That's how I got to where I am today. Say, that reminds me of a joke. What does a mantisaur eat for dinner? All of my coworkers who ran slower than me.
His teeth look remarkably clean. Alright, good talk, Carl. What a guy. Hang on a second. That's the chem lab? I thought the chem lab was the other building. It is the other building. Hold on, and that is... phonograph and chem lab storage room. Maybe we'll come out the back there? Oh, whatever the case, we should probably enter through the front. Oh, primals. Yep, they got a little bit of everything on this here rock. Everything that the rest of the colony has.
Good thing none of us ever fear of heights, right? None of us?
I'm good.
Oh, I looked.
Really is a lovely view. Wait a minute. The elevator's there? I thought I went the other way. Well, shit. Since I'm down here, I may as well check it out. I thought I was going the other way, seriously. No, I didn't. I'm dumb. Ow.
We're back, Captain. I've had quite enough of you!
That's the last of them.
Okay, so there's a little ridge there you take the elevator up to, and that's... I'm guessing you're supposed to come out the back. That's gotta be the back, way out. Well, we'll poke around here, see what's good, and if we can't get in the back, then we'll just find a quick way around.
It burns!
Good job, Max.
Nice hit!
Shit, everyone's dying. Big guns. Die, damn you. Ellie, deal with whatever's chewing on my ass. Ellie!
Last of them.
Ellie, what the fuck were you doing?
My eyes!
Sometimes they just make poor decisions. And they go running into places where they shouldn't. Sometimes they just do that. I think I said something about changing their behaviors at some point so they don't switch to melee when it's a bad time to do so. Herbert. This corpse has a name. Get out of the fucking acid. Can't take these kids anywhere.
this is not the most conducive site for research.
Eustace's research site. Who's Eustace? Oh, it's, we found one of these. Comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled, scribbled and felt tip with the comic spine is the word enter. After narrowly escaping the clutches of the nefarious agent Buff Hardman, wounded hero Archibald Excelsior has a heart in turmoil, a broken pet, and no time to rest. Because an ancient colossus slumbering beneath the crust of the prison planet Tartarus arises and hungers for the flesh of thousands. As the colossus lays waste to the maximum security penitentiary, Excelsior's nemesis, Hardman, returns to haunt him. Now Excelsior must face down two devilish foes at once as lava encroaches on all sides. Excelsior's odds look grim, until a chance lightning strike ignites the pet and gives the Ace Exterminator a fighting chance. Will our mustachioed hero slay the giant and finally mend his broken heart? Right, now the other one is in a place where I don't know how to get to. Birdie Sharp's datapad. Hey, Dr. Kim. I hope everything's alright down there in the chem lab. Chem lab waste processing ravine. I know it gets a little smelly, and with the garbage and toxic goo pits and all, so I just wanted to make sure you're A-okay. With Virgil's blessing, I've prepared a revised schedule outlining the remainder of the package's production cycle. You'll note that your propellant solution is blocking Virgil's completion of the package's metal casing. Uh-oh. Would you maybe be able to come visit me so we can go over the timeline in detail? I'm in a little office just outside the top-level exit from HIA. Can't miss it. Let me know. I'm here to help you. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Birdie Sharp. Okay. Yep, this is the exit. As is the Chem Labs exit. Well, that just means that once we go back around and... Warning, toxic runoff. Do not approach unless ordered to do so by your supervisor. Once we get out of here, we can just fast travel out and we don't need to wander around.
Battle scars.
I thought those were just some very colorful rocks. Or rather, slightly glowing rocks. They weren't that colorful. Trash. Oh, but... Garbage processing log. First day on the new job. I can't believe this. What a joy to be here. What a sudden and complete surprise to be promoted to head garbage processing officer. It would be nice if there were another officer here to teach me the job, but I guess he fell into the feed chute last week. I have made a note not to do this. Day 2. I'm starting by reading all available notation regarding the trash compactor. If Spacer's Choice believes that I, a humble chemist, am suited to such lofty work, then I will do my best to succeed at it. Unfortunately, the operating manual for the compactor is covered in bloodstains, which does make it difficult to understand. Day 3. Compactor was making weird noises today. I thought it was a problem with the compression chamber, so I spent most of the afternoon troubleshooting with the manual. Turns out a sprat had gotten into the hopper. Day 5. The emergency stop does not work. Day 8. My arms are killing me, and my back, and, let's see, yep, my shoulders. Most of me aches. I thought this was supposed to get easier. Guess I'm not used to physical labor yet. I'm seriously considering microdosing with adrenatime. Maybe once they've gotten a few more of the kinks sorted out, assuming the idiots over at the chem lab have stopped bickering long enough to do their jobs. Day 19. What am I even doing here? I'm a chemist for law's sake. I don't know how any of this works. I'm surprised I have both arms left. Not that anyone else ever comes by the shack to notice. Day 33. I don't know why I'm bothering with the log. No one's going to read it. Well, that's not true. No one has any intention of reading it. It's pen and paper. They could at least pretend to give a flying fish stick and give me a data log. This is sprat shit. Day 52. Today I compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat, just to see what it would look like. I should have felt disgusted, but when I looked at the end result, I didn't feel a thing. Day 76. Is there something I'm meant to do to maintain the machine? Maybe oil it or something? Day 100. What a milestone. Day 101. Made a game out of lobbing sprats into the compactor's hopper. Gave myself extra points for the live ones. What have I become? Day 140. I wonder what it would look like to run a mantis swarm through the feed chute. What would it look like all crushed down into a tiny cube? Day 183. Got a message from the mine to come out and clean up some kind of cargo rail accident. Had to trek all the way out there just to tell them I don't deal with fluids. Morons. Day 211. Here's me at my lowest. I've been picking out the most hazardous trash I can find, and I'm saving it up to do something nasty to Clarence's place. Need to figure out which room is his. Day 231. What if I just dove in there? Law, that would hurt. Imagine how slowly and painfully it would crush my body down into juice and meat and shards of bone. This place does stuff to people. The mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident. Like I'm not up to my ears in garbage out here. Bodily fluids are outside my wheelhouse. Any bodily fluids from compressing organic material are just incidental. Day 275. I'm done with this log. I'm done with everything. Maybe I'll let the garbage pile up forever. Maybe it'll pile up so high it'll spill out across the canyon and drown everything and everyone. I can only hope. Well, there seems to be a working piano in here.
Tell me about the production of adrenotime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with. It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures. Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical. Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs and such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy? Pardon me.
Fucking caught. So much trash. What a terrible place this is. Well, that's that. Looks like there's a path there if I take the elevator up. If I can't get back down quickly again, though, I might just teleport down to the OCI and then run across. Why am I yawning? God damn it. I swear I've been sleeping weird lately. Like, I can fall asleep easily enough, but I've been waking up at 9 o'clock regardless of what time I actually go to bed. Sometimes I stay up until like 2 or 2:30, and then I'll still wake up at 9. Sometimes I'll go to bed right at midnight or 1, and I'll still wake up at 9. I'm not used to such consistency. It's weird. Collapse tub transport. Yeah. I can afford to stay up late, so my sleep schedule kind of goes all over the place sometimes, but usually I'm not used to waking up at 9. So I don't know why this started. Let me up.
Skills are unrivaled.
Was this the way I got here? Probably. Yeah, it was. Right, and this path does go down. I just didn't mentally properly picture this place, so I wasn't 100% sure where I was going. Puddle's not even half an inch deep, and I just think it's ground. Ah. Synthesis and manufactory. That's probably where we're going next, but we're probably not going there now. That's the place we're unlocking, isn't it? It doesn't say. I'm unlocking something. So what was this building we were going to again? Right, Hemlock. Stay out of the Max! Dumbasses.
Here we go.
Quick!
Nice hit.
See a red marker, but I can't actually hit anything.
Roll after them.
Hey, we actually fought a bigger group and they didn't die. Stay out of the friggin' acid, you dopes. Got peanut-sized brains, these people. Oh, it's back this way. Anything back here of interest to a spacer like me? Lucky.
Chem lab. This place stinks like the wrong end of a primal. And I think I'm close to figuring out why. Something's off with this place. Those ain't normal primals. Thought I was onto something before. Now I'm sure of it. I got a theory to test at that Marauder camp.
The collision wall for these things is so far out that I couldn't walk under this bit here. There's an invisible wall right here sticking out like 3 feet from the main wall itself. Who designed this and why were they allowed to live? I don't think any game has infuriated me with its invisible walls more than this one. No other game that I can remember had invisible walls this bad. So how about this pistol? Lucky. Looks a little unique-ish. Critical damage up. Remember, there's no such thing as luck, only hard work. Any ideas to the contrary should be discussed with the local OSI clergy. This thing was fully repaired before I came out here, and it's already completely worn out. I guess I'll use this for a bit. Until I can find a workbench and actually compare the numbers.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
Playing Dr. Lowe's audio recording.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
We done did it. Chem lab's open. And it's a mess. Shocker.
How unfortunate. All this wanton death and destruction clashes with their well-appointed decor.
And of course, there are marauders in here. I have to get a special password, but now marauders, they have no trouble getting in. What do we got? Compound harvesting, enrichment, and molecularization laboratory. Words, I can speak them. Urgent notification. This urgent notification brought to you by the Spacer's Choice Automated Subversive Behavior Notification System. Please be informed that one or more of the following high-priority conditions are likely to be active in your office or workplace. 1. Escaped primals. 2. Unlawful discussion of subversive cultural material. 3. Extended and unauthorized breaks. Please notify your supervisor immediately. If you are designated supervisor of this workplace, this message constitutes your official notification. This is an automated response. Please do not respond directly to this message. Forward from Huang to Low. Jasper, I've been taking your messages at my terminal like you asked. This one's from management, though. Please take a look at this. I could get in trouble for deleting it. Subject corrective measures. Dr. Lowe. I speak for everyone at the OCI when I express my disappointment in your work ethic. The quality of Compound X harvested and enriched at your spacer... I am tripping over every fucking word, goddamn. The quality of Compound X harvested and enriched at your laboratory falls well below Spacer's Choice standards. It is my professional opinion that the quality of one's work reflects on the quality of one's spirit. Lazy workers deliver lazy work. Round up your researchers, fire 1 in 10. I expect you and your remaining researchers to deliver the next batch of chemicals to HIA under an accelerated timetable. These measures may seem punitive, even harsh. They are. I'm instilling discipline in your team. One day, I'd like to imagine you'll thank me. Respectfully, Lawrence Goodfellow, Manager, Office of Creative Incubation. Yeah, that's not how you science. From Huang to Low. Jasper, I know you told me not to bother you when you're working, but I'm running out of options. I understand you're busy, so I boiled down my list of concerns into simple yes-no questions. Just respond with Y or N. 1. Did you read Goodfellow's letter? 2. Am I on the chopping block? 3. Has security talked to you about some type of corporate spy in our ranks? 3A. Is there a spy? 4. Did you know Padilla's heart gave out after a 72-hour shift? 4A. Are you attending the wake? I've got staff coming to the receptionist's desk looking for answers. What am I supposed to tell them? I'm not the best choice. It's not the best choice. It's the only choice we've got. Are you going to respond? From Huang to Jasper. No, from Jasper to Huang. N. Respectfully, Jasper. This guy is either so up his work that he can't respond, or he really doesn't like answering letters. From Huang to Tanaka. Chief, I found a key in a locker by the lavatories. The key belongs to Dr. Lowe. Please retrieve the key and return it to him. I'd do it myself, but Dr. Lowe can be pretty paranoid. If I show up at his door with a key in hand, he'll assume I stole it in order to fabricate a reason to check up on him. Alright, while we're in here... select that so I don't end up missing the... I want to miss that phonograph like I missed the last one.
People never seem to take the hint. What is it about Eve that eludes that tiny little mind of yours?
Rude.
I've switched on the laboratory's security system. I trust the mechanicals will sort you out.
Bitch, do you know who I am?
Good luck.
Ah, more threats from the Aether. How pleasant. Must be our shadowy nemesis from the OCI.
It's like they don't understand who we are as people and what we're capable of. Now, this place is fairly open. Yeah, just mechanicals, no problem. Main lab. Let's check out the rest of this area first. Clean it out. Up and down. Didn't even see those over there. Lower cavern. Oh, geez. Wait a minute. Alright, now that's probably the exit into the hazardous waste area, so let's... Alright, you know what? The way this place is laid out? Now, let's check out the main lab. Not a problem. Not a problem. No problems here. Just a bunch of dead scientists and mechanicals. Compound harvesting, yada yada yada. Critical error, damage to data storage detected. Run diagnostics. Diagnostics could not be complete. Irreversible damage to processing unit, damage to memory retrieval. Formula samples not found. Formula refinements not found. Side effect analysis not found. Quality of life improvements not found. Yeah, nothing's here. Memory corruption detected. Research data not found. Experimental logs not found. One log of staff personal entry. To whom it may concern. This morning, I and my colleagues gathered in a reception hall. Every 10th staff member at the laboratory was released from service. I am one of them. My indenturement contract to Spacer's Choice, which stipulates a lifetime of productive service as a researcher in the field of organic chemistry, has been terminated. I've served Spacer's Choice for most of my life. Working at the Gorgon facility is the highlight of my career. If I leave Gorgon, I will have nowhere else to go. Because my contract guaranteed my work for the duration of my life, to end that contract is tantamount to ending my life. If you have the power to reconsider your decision, I ask you kindly to reconsider. I am willing to work without pay if necessary. This job is all I have. Please allow me to fortify my spirit by continuing to work. Respectfully, Ji Zhang. From Zhang to Jasper. Dear Dr. Lowe, I'm afraid I don't know where your research notes are. I searched materials processing and discreetly asked the receptionist, but nothing turned up. If I had to guess, you left them in the basement laboratory. I'd venture down there myself, but you know how I feel about primals. I apologize for the weakness of my constitution. Sir, if your research notes do turn up in the basement, may I ask you to think favorably on me when OCI asks you for a budget review? Word around the lab is that Goodfellow and the other leaders at the OCI want to make some deep cuts in our staff. If there's any truth to this rumor, I hope you'll remember that I've always supported your desire to find a better, safer version of AT. Respectfully, Ji Zhang. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, all right? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
We were only asked to find 4 recordings. I was in the garbage area and I didn't find a recording. Did I find it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did find 5 of them. I was looking at the wrong thing. This one... Oh no, this one was the... That was the other thing. Which phonograph was hers again? Oh wait, no, the one there was when she went to talk to... That was the one where she talked to Ambrose alone, and she was asking very specific questions about the formula, right? I see. So we can give it to Roscoe. Or we can put him away. Is this Georgie character even around? I don't remember her being a factor. Well, let's focus on on our task at hand. We'll figure that out when we get there.
Not very sanitary anymore, if it ever was.
Spacer's choice, it's never sanitary. Everything's just out of my range to be able to pick through here. Died having a drink while wearing their mask. Very good. Okay, so this is the break room. And wanted posters for Wells here. Can't imagine Wells would ever want to come out this way. Ugh, flies. Must smell a lot. Ugh. You ever just walk into a place in a game and you can just imagine the smell? First time I ever had that sensation was the Flesh House and Bloodlines. You know the one I'm talking about. You just walk into that place and you can smell it.
I'll keep it down.
What marvelous security. Now we'll check over there in a sec.
Careful. Seems like they had a surplus of traps they decided to get rid of all in one place.
Excuse me, was there a mine? What the... Mines are very easy to spot in a narrow hallway like this. What am I... Are they invisible mines? Or am I just blind? Pair of my revolvers. 570 DPS. Which one of these was my... This one. 645. This one has pretty much the same effect, but I've already upgraded it. So my revolver is actually better. Where every time I find a weapon that's like got that little mark around it, it's like, this weapon is unique. It's like, it's not, and it's always worse than the one I have. That is the lower cavern, yes. Lab security. Security office status. Access restricted. Administrator's note. All password protection has been disabled by order of Lawrence Goodfellow. Privacy is a privilege and must be earned. Lift access restrictions. Oh, operating a security terminal is a privilege restricted to Spacer's Choice site safety engineers. Any unauthorized personnel operating a security terminal will receive an immediate reprimand. I don't work for Spacer's Choice, don't care. Alright, that's done for the mechanicals, if there are any left. From Tanaka to Lowe. Dr. Lowe, I'm going to have to take the researcher's side on this one. Your absence during an emergency is conspicuous. I don't want to report you because I don't want corporate auditors scheduling interviews with the entire staff while they're trying to meet deadline. The unplanned sabotage event already halted experimentation and development. We're trying to get our operations running again, and we could use all the help we can get. I'm already down one staff member. St. Germain's gone. You know why. You owe this team an explanation to any number of grievances. Your absence is the most urgent one, but I'll take an explanation as to why there are primals being held in the caverns near our waste disposal site. They're your primals, aren't they? From Low to Tanaka. This is his response. Mr. Tanaka, no, I can't explain the primals. Primals defy explanation. They are a miracle of evolutionary adaptation and a treasure trove of interesting genetic material. I'm not going to explain my alleged absence either. This is because I am not absent at all. My presence is implicit in the work of my researchers. The researchers still employed in this department are skilled and more than capable of repairing any damage done by an alleged saboteur. Please don't bother me again with trivial problems. You are the security chief. Stick to securing things, including but not limited to the safety of the lab and my privacy. Warm regards and pleasant felicitations. This fucking guy. From Tanaka to Lowe. Dr. Lowe, I've just finished filing my official report on the unplanned sabotage event. Unfortunately, filing a report on a sabotage event requires me to also include a list of captured, apprehended, and neutralized saboteurs. Company policy. No list means I'm getting arrested for dereliction of duty and you're getting penalized for hiring me. Saboteurs is plural. I can't include Mr. St. Germain's name and be done with it. As a last resort, I have been forced to include the names of all former employees whose contracts were recently terminated in the decimation. These researchers are no longer part of the Project Gorgon and will likely not survive without a job, so I may as well use their names to save our jobs. I filed my report last night and haven't been able to sleep since. This is to let you know that I will be filing for transfer at the end of the next cycle. I mean, we already knew this place wasn't pleasant to work, but it seems their boss was very difficult to communicate with. That! I didn't even see that was a hole. Damn it.
Ha! Ha!
There's probably nothing important back here, but I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to explore. Get him.
That's the last of them.
Good, none of them died. This place is just full of toxic waste and explosives. There's really nothing here of interest, is there?
Primals, too? They wanted to make sure they made all the bad decisions, didn't they?
That's the Spacer's Choice way. We make every bad decision possible. At this point, I'm not even going to say anything when they step into toxic things. I'm just going to ignore it.
System. Sweeping the area.
Thought I disabled their hostility protocol. Don't die. He's dead. At close range, they just get eviscerated. So fragile. That sounds like primal. Is either something above me or below me?
I wonder if this is where Lo was when his mind was pushed to its breaking point.
Messy.
Night falls on Gorgon. Though I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial...
How inconsiderate.
Yeah, I am inconsiderate.
Especially after I've gone to so much effort to see Gorgon rest in peace. It's a good thing, then, that I finally figured out what you're after.
Can you speak up? You're a little quiet.
I'll see you soon, little weasel.
Also, please don't...
Is it just me, or does it seem like our mysterious nemesis watches too many Aetherwave serials?
Well, I'm glad. I've been looking forward to punching the sprat fuck in the throat.
I really like it when I'm listening to something and then someone else starts talking that I want to listen to. That's always nice. Which one was it? This one? This one.
Night falls on Gorgon. Though I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial creatures persist despite the hostility of their surroundings. No, they require adversity to thrive. Perhaps that's why our bodies react to theirs. There is a harmony in us. The law didn't craft us for the void, yet we scrabble across its cold worlds, building, persisting, as the xenocytes do. We live. Against all odds, we live. But for how long?
Clearly she was not happy working here by this point. Well, Jasper Lowe's office. Admin functions. Override Synthesis and Manufacturing Center lockdown. Very good. Status is open. Very good. Incoming messages. From Ambrose to ChemLab. Updated security practices. Pursuant to last week's incident, new security practices are now in effect. All lab personnel must tidy their workstations at the end of their shift. Close and lock all drawers, safes, closets, vents, and lab doors before leaving for the day. All visitors must be accompanied. Furthermore, any laboratory tech accompanying a guest who has not received certification in either self-defense or hand-to-hand combat must also be accompanied by a member of the security team. All confidential information must remain as such. Do not discuss the nature of your work outside or inside the lab, except to warn peers of imminent danger such as fire, chemical spill, or suspected corporate espionage. All laboratory techs are to isolate themselves until further notice. Any laboratory tech found fraternizing in groups of 2 or more, or found speaking with the same person more than once, will be remanded to Spacer's Choice's Human Resource, Re-Education, and Reallocation Department. Finally, unless you are actually physically sitting in an interview session approved by me, do not speak to the fucking journalists. Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Okay. From Ambrose to Lowe. Jasper, I dug into the volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right. The current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, even by SC standards. Briantha? Priantha. There's a name. Priantha and I performed a handful of autopsies on this week's deceased and made a few notable observations. In one case, that of a young man in his early 20s, we noted a degree of gray matter loss one would expect to see in a man of 70. His brain had also atrophied to a shocking extent, again as one might expect in a much older man. In another case, that of a woman in middle age, the subject was no longer able to achieve natural sleep. After 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, she was no longer able to distinguish her violent hallucinations from reality. Yet even as she spiraled, she demanded additional injections. I was sure our last tweak would reduce the incidence of violence among volunteer population. We might attempt to further refine the compound through partitioning, though I'm doubtful that will be efficacious. Violence aside, I'm growing increasingly concerned by the habit-forming nature of the compound. What do you think? From Ambrose to Chem Lab, monthly physicals. The materials we work with are dangerous and will result in permanent injury, disfigurement, or madness when handled for extended periods. Therefore, all laboratory personnel will now report to the project physician, Dr. Priantha LeBlanc, for monthly physicals and psychiatric evaluation. I do this out of an abundance of caution. Schedule your first appointment immediately and notify me when you do. I have access to your medical records, so I will know when you shirk. Do not make me drag you to this office myself. Outgoing messages. To Ambrose from Lowe. Response to AT concerns. Dr. Ambrose, what do you think? These days I try to think as little as possible. Thinking is a dreadful habit, which leads to self-awareness, which leads to resignation. It's true that the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, but not, I think, by SC standards. SC standards are low. You report 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, and SC sees 11 consecutive days of productivity. You report an inability to distinguish violent hallucinations from reality. SC is going to try to push us to turn those hallucinations into phantom images of company logos. You say the compound is habit-forming, and SC is going to see an increase in demand for a never-ending supply of xenocyte waste. To be serious, yes, the compound is absolutely habit-forming. Addiction correlates with dosage, and dosage size is inversely proportional to enrichment quality. Long as corporate asks us to keep our dosage minimal and controlled, there's a reasonable chance we can improve the enrichment process to filter out some of the dangerous side effects. That's going to take time. A lot more time than corporate realizes. Yep. 1 archived messages. From Ambrose to Gorgon staff. Pardon me, need to... Ugh. Talking so much, need to get some water in me. Ugh. From Ambrose to Gorgon staff. Effective immediately, Herbert St. Germain is no longer an employee of Spacer's Choice's PR&D division. His body has been forwarded to the chemical waste dump for processing. Mr. St. Germain was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our vital efforts. It's only thanks to the swift reporting of one of your esteemed colleagues that Mr. St. Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. I understand that Mr. St. Germain was popular around the Gorgon campus for his genial and helpful demeanor. That is because he was a spy. If you encounter any similarly friendly staff, alert a member of the security team immediately. We are shifting all of Mr. St. Germain's remaining tasks onto laboratory technicians. Other laboratory technicians. Finally, anyone caught visiting his grave or discussing his departure will be remanded to Spacer's Choice's Human Resource, Re-education, and Reallocation Department.
I dare say it seems like the inmates were running the asylum here.
I've seen some reckless operations, but here, it's like they were trying to get people killed.
You remember the guy who was running it, right?
You mean the idiot who got his new team pink-slipped? Fair point.
This whole project wrought mental destruction on everyone involved, including themselves. All brought to you by Spacer's Choice's best and brightest.
They were pushed to do the impossible by people who weren't accountable.
Sadly, That's just business as usual in Halcyon. Minnie thinks her family has a bad name now. It's nothing compared to how it will be if she compounds on her mother's failures.
That's why we're helping her. Or, not better yet, I want to see what else this investigation digs up. Hard to imagine how it can get worse, but it probably will.
What is it with mad scientists and secret labs? By true professionals.
Ooh, new sword. Called Aqua Regia. Speed grip. Damage corrosion. Putrefaction by swinging action. I gave Ellie a sword. Is this better than her current sword? Yeah, by a little bit. It's got upgrades on it. Ellie, you got a new sword. I guess this is where all the primals came from. Maybe they were moved down here in secret and then they broke out. Which means Jasper knew about it because he was the one who had him contained down here? Is that a hole in the wall? That's probably why they're outside as well. Yeah. Makes sense. And there's our exit.
I'm looking forward to a breath of fresh air after the stench of this place.
Is there anything over here? Nah, this part of the facility's empty. Alright. This is the last major structure we gotta get into. Gonna get that journal and probably meet our mystery voice, which I am 99% positive is going to be Olivia. Elevator's down there. Damn it. Ow. If I get any reward for my efforts in saving this bloody colony, I want it to be new knees. Shut up. And no one to blame but yourself for walking through that shit, and I said I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but damn it, you need to stop being dumb. Huh. Looks like we'll be done with Gorgon with time to spare, probably, unless this ends up leading to something else. I need to stop trying to predict when things will end. Ow. Ow. Don't know what that was. Ah. Nah, there go my legs. Nah. What an annoying itch.
Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, huh?
Let's do this, and then let's get paid.
Entrance sealed. No longer sealed. Whoa. Well, this place certainly looks nice. Reminds me of the manor.
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing, distribution, security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
Legacy Operations Analytics? Never heard of it.
According to this facility's records, the Legacy Operations Analytics Department is located on Sublevel Floor 1. Its functions include warm bodies and redacted. Access to that department is currently denied due to a lockdown in the sublevel stairwell.
They got Redacted down there? Redacted is some of my favorite stuff. So it only existed to meet some minimum personnel requirement?
We value each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family, so be proud. On average, you contribute positively to a minimum of 1.44 important spreadsheets per quarter. That was one of Pam's patented pep talks designed to efficiently eliminate any negative feelings that are getting in the way of your work. After all, Pam's purpose is to answer one question: how can I increase your productivity today?
Well, what's with all the bodies?
Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%.
And we don't want to worry about that then. Can you override that behavior?
PAM is fully customizable to fit your preferred management style. With the correct override codes, you can alter any of PAM's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or traumas sustained after altering PAM's behaviors. See manual for details.
How can I recharge you?
Hate messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery, and PAM's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook PAM's power source up to another automechanical, and PAM will get your employees back in line in no time.
Let's give it a shot anyway. Engage emergency combat protocols.
Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password.
I don't know what I was expecting. For override code, fuck you, do what I want.
How can I increase your productivity today?
Oh boy. So your productivity automechanical? That's all you do? Other than also maybe a little combat?
PAM helps each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the best they can be. When you're managed by PAM, your workday gets unjammed.
Huh. So you're actually in charge of people?
Don't think of Pam as your boss. I'm just your pal. Here to make sure that every member of the Spacer's Choice family stays on task and on schedule. With Pam at the helm, you'll never be overwhelmed.
How do you keep people more productive?
Feeling down? Pam is loaded with over 1,000 encouraging messages, each designed to make you feel like an important member of the Spacer's Choice family. Schedule slipping? Not to worry. Pam tracks all of your deadlines and has the tools to whip your efficiency back into shape. You'll be a team player in no time, thanks to Pam. How can I increase your productivity today?
Tell me about the facility.
The Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center is where Spacer's Choice's newest product is being created. Get a leg up on the competition with Adrenatime. You are now in the lobby. The floors above you are the offices, the manufactory, and the Adrenatime synthesizer. The floors below you are the sublevels and the synthesizer reactor. How can I increase your productivity today?
Sure. Boost my productivity. How about some motivation?
Don't forget to add an exclamation point and a smiley face to your company messages. That's how we know you're having fun.
Never. Why does a manufacturing center look so posh? For a company that specializes in making in mass producing the cheapest shit imaginable, this just seems needlessly extravagant. Give me a drink. Drink, 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 drink. Again, I wonder how all these marauders got in here when the door was locked. Apartment reception. From Eliason to Hyde. Rosemary? Hey, sorry to bother you, but I lost my ID. Don't know how it happened. I have a very strict system for organizing my desk. Someone probably took it. Can you deactivate it and get me a new one? Thanks, Minoru Eliason. From Hyde to Liu? Hey, Rosemary, have you seen Fife around? Pam's old battery's having trouble holding up a charge, and all my spares keep disappearing. I know how it goes around here. If something's disappearing, Fife probably swiped it and put it in the facilities office like a trophy. Since your desk in the lobby isn't too far from facilities, I was hoping you might have spotted him on his way in or something. If you do, tell him Mike Liu has 3 packs of Spacer's Corona to trade for the industrial-strength Firefly battery that disappeared last week. I'd appreciate it. Alright. Well, that's where I get a battery from Pam. I don't know why I'd want to get Pam a battery. I'll assume that there's a reason for that.
Can't buy taste.
No, wait. That head's not spinning all the way around, is it? Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Looks dumb. Well, you know me, I don't go straight to the objective. I like to poke around. Everything 15 points above me. Oh. Oh, there it is. That thing is massive. Can't go in there. Otherwise, not a whole lot going on in here. Hey, Pam.
Happy day of the week, employee. I hope you're excited for today's placeholder meeting. How can I increase your productivity today?
Engage combat protocol.
Emergency combat protocols, please ensure that this unit...
Let's replace that battery.
This unit's power rating is 100%. Great! Emergency combat protocols are now available. Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager.
Uh-oh.
Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who's been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step?
I get to flex my communicative skills. Keep working late and we'll serve free pep pills and Spratwurst after hours.
Like any good manager, Pam comes equipped with an emergency pep pill dispenser. Employees passing out at their desk is a thing of the past. Verbal management test complete. Result. Employee is a Spacer's Choice manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Well, okay then. She's gonna go fuck some stuff up. Neat. Okay, just a bunch of locked doors in here. Sealed. And there's only one way up. Where are those going?
Sweeping the area.
Oh, there's still marauders in here.
Nice hit! We make quite a team, my friend.
How about you back up?
Bad!
Another fighting me.
That was a bit of a mess. Can't tell in what condition Pam is in. Jeez, all the sentries in a pile, they must have gotten taken out before they could set on patrol. Any computers I can look at in here? These ones are integrated into the partitions. That's new. Ooh, here we go. Current user H. Putnam. Personal files. Files located. Tech support would like to remind all employees that this is not the messenger's menu. Saving these files will send a message to another Spacer's Choice employee, even if it is saved to a directory with the same name as said employee. Character form: Halcyon Hank. Class upper. Vocation: free market champ. What was that? Backstory. Halcyon Hank is the long-lost half-brother of Halcyon Helen. At the age of 7, he saved his family from a pirate attack, but he had to leave the ship in a separate escape pod. While the rest of his family was rescued by a passing patrol, Hank's escape pod landed on Monarch, and he had to survive in the wild. Raised by raptidons, he foiled numerous schemes concocted by the cannibalistic iconoclasts, who were trying to spread their listless, dependent way of life across the colony. Now he's finally made it off Monarch and is ready to save Halcyon from insert whoever Sally makes as the villain here. Addendum. Ask if Sally can make a supporting character that's Hank's love interest. She promised that she would last time. Okay, some people here were writing fanfiction. From Garcia to Putnam. Harold? Just sent management my cancellation form regarding our systems and serfdom sessions. I've been told I won't receive a refund on the leisure time I purchased for our group. I'll handle the cancellation fees too. Let's not talk about what happened with Colin at the last session. Let's not talk about Colin at all. Not to management, and not to medical either. If you need something for the injury, I'll see about getting you some AT. Drain of time. Uh-oh.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Very true. Mr. Liu? On a mechanical repair. With the battery shortage, I need to find a way to recharge Pam in a pinch. Vargas and I have to divide up all the remaining batteries, and eventually even those won't hold much of a charge. At least not if you just plug the unit into the wall as designed. Turns out, though, Spacer's Choice batteries actually only charge at half capacity if you use them as intended. Think it's planned obsolescence. They want the batteries to wear out sooner, so folks buy more of them. Doesn't make much sense to do it at your own facilities, in my opinion, but what the fuck do I know, right? Anyway, I think I found a way to bypass it, at least on the biped models. If you take two similar units, link their power supplies, and initiate a surge from one unit to the other, it should force the battery to use its full capacity. Basically, I can double the lifespan of our batteries by having the units jumpstart each other. Not going to use it just yet, though. Always a chance that someone catches wind of it and they close the loophole, so I'd better save it for an emergency. Excuse me. Pam weapon tuning. I can't believe they gave Pam a damn N-ray cannon. Talk about overkill. There's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than N-ray radiation. And once it's let loose, it's hard to contain. Most living things seem to give it off in microscopic doses. Not enough to be harmful on its own, but enough to draw larger, deadlier masses of N-rays from one living thing to another within a certain radius. Damn, that shit's dangerous. Which means I need to take extra care to make sure Pam's cannon is tuned to maximum precision. If the barrel is even 1 degree out of alignment, you'd risk thousands of bits in collateral damage every time she fires it. From Liu to Vargas. Last week, a pair of technicians at my designated workplace fell into a pretty bad row. There were a lot of seditious words used. I don't want to repeat them here. Management stepped in and I haven't seen them since. I don't think their indenturement contracts were nullified. Otherwise, I would have received a reprimand myself, on account of having worked with terminated colleagues. They haven't been in their domiciles. They haven't been at their stations. I don't think they were fired. I think they deserted. I'm not going to share their names because I don't want that on my audit record. All I know is this. The office isn't working the way it should. Dr. Ambrose is nervous, and when she's nervous, we're all nervous. From Vargas to Liu. A response to the previous message. Michael. One of my colleagues disappeared 3 nights ago. She'd been falling behind her deadlines and was medicating herself with AT. I was jealous of her work ethic, so I can't imagine what compelled her to just disappear. Frankly, I'm glad. She was starting to make me look bad. There's something strange happening in the office, and I don't know what to make of it. Nothing's going according to plan. Clarence mostly had a phrase he muttered now and then. The Bancroft coefficient is approaching 1. Apparently, there's some fellow named Lucian Bancroft. If he's real, Dr. Ambrose answers to him. I think he's a cipher or code name or something. I don't know how chaotic or messy a project has to be before that coefficient hits 1, but I know bad things happen when Lucian Bancroft shows up. Contracts nullified, waste disposed, assets eliminated. Yeah, I'll just keep my head down. Bancroft. Did I have to track down a Bancroft at some point? Alright, maybe I read a message from a Bancroft. I'm trying to remember. And I can't. Oh, and this is Vargas's terminal. From Vargas to Isaacs. Inappropriate automech. Sir, I promise to you no automechanical in the galaxy is capable of falling in love with you. It is far outside of their set capabilities. If there is a legitimate reason that this current automechanical is not fulfilling your department's needs, please file a request for an upgrade using Form AM-265B, with permission from your manager. Thank you. From Vargas to Isaacs. No, sir, that was not a comment about your inability to secure a marriage contract. No automechanical is capable of loving you because they are literally not capable of loving anyone. Automechanicals function through a simple series of state machines that are designed to problem solve for a limited list of scenarios. These scenarios all directly relate to the task that the automechanical was created for. In other words, a security automechanical might be able to question unauthorized personnel about where they left their biometric ID card, but a chef automechanical can only ask them if they want extra salt. Even if, in theory, an automechanical was deliberately modified to learn speech patterns and how to mimic human behavior, those behaviors would be hollow imitation. So if your automechanical assistant really did make a comment about your posterior, it was because they were programmed to say it. That's all. From Lou to Vargas. Judith? Now is not the best time to request a transfer. I've got a reliable source that tells me the OCI may be under official audit soon. There's been word of some kind of corporate sabotage. I wouldn't request a transfer to the chem labs either. They've just had their budget and their personnel slashed. Trust me, you don't want to be associated with either office. Stay with us. We know what we're doing. I wonder about that. So many terminals. So much to read. From Tinsley to Newell. Out of sock? Mr. Newell. No, there are no socks involved in the production of Spacer's Choice Terra-Fried Spratwurst. The T hologram on the machine is likely just malfunctioning. It should read out of stock. From Tinsley to Sutherland. Miss Sutherland, I regret to inform you that vending machines do not take returns. Please do not try to fit your can of Spacer's Choice Gourmet Saltuna Fillets into the bit cartridge slot. It will damage the machine and prevent other employees from using it. Thank you so much for your time. So much. Oh boy.
Easy.
Jaramillo. Never seen that name. From Jaramillo to Putnam. Harold? Prosperous morning. This is an informal reminder that your adhesive notes are intended to track your trouble tickets. Please do not use your adhesive notes to create patterns on your divider wall. I'd hate to remind you that unsanctioned aesthetic expression is strictly contrary to Spacer's Choice law, and I definitely hate to be reprimanded because I didn't warn you. Please endeavor to use the adhesive notes in a manner prescribed by the Spacer's Choice official guidelines. Sincerely, Tony Jaramillo. From Jaramillo to Liu. Michael, this is just to tell you that I've reported your recent unsanctioned language to Human Resources. You were recently talking about seeing some of your colleagues act paranoid and violent. Try to remember the new guidelines from corporate. Don't call your colleagues paranoid. They're experiencing dramatically heightened attention. Don't call your colleagues violent. They're showing physically assertive behavior. I am as concerned as you are about the curious and surprising behavior we've seen among the premises, but try to keep your language sanitized. Clean language is a matter of security. Fuck that. Somebody told me to use sanitized language. I just look at them like they're dumb and walk out. I've never seen this poster before. Halcyon Knights. Okay, that's strange. Well, then again, all these places have notes stuck all over them. I was gonna say, what's up with that? Alright, I think we're done reading terminals in this room. We got them all? Yeah, I think we got them all. Yeah, we got them all. Alright, which way are we going? Wonder if Pam's still running around. She didn't get blown up, did she? Maybe that was that loud clank sound I heard earlier. Alright, that's super locked. Can't get in there. Pam! Where are you, Pam? Marauder drug drone. Doesn't appear to be hostile, so I'll just leave it, I guess. Why is this Marauder not attacking me? Where the fuck did Pam go?
Carry on.
You okay there, buddy? Wait. Huh. I didn't know you could pickpocket people.
Hey.
Why is he not attacking me? What a very calm... And he sounds normal. And wasn't one of these supposed to say out of socks? I guess that must have been fixed. Okay, there's more Marauders just milling about here. Oh good, more terminals. Better take a drink, because there's more reading. Alright, from Metcalf to Norwood. It's not broken, it's just out of paper, which I have to say is pretty damned amazing. How in the name of the great plan did you manage to print 450 documents in a week? Those can't all be transfer requests, can they? I know this project is well funded, but the head researcher must be even more famous than I thought if we're getting this many. Best Aaron. From Bloomstead to Norwood. Colin, you know our policy. Even if you do have proof that Mr. Putnam has been taking your lunch, Spacer's Choice disciplinary guidelines for theft only apply to Spacer's Choice property. You, your lunch, and Mr. Putnam all could constitute Spacer's Choice property. It is legally impossible for property to steal from itself. Please note that an inability to protect your own source of nourishment will be reflected on your permanent record. If you cannot be trusted to guard your own sandwich, you cannot be trusted to guard classified information on behalf of Spacer's Choice. Karen Bloomstead. P.S. Please have those reports sorted and on my desk before lunch. You're not in a junior position anymore, Colin. Oof. All this reflection on the screen. Bloomstead's computer. From Human Resources to Norwood. Spacer's Choice is aware of Dr. Lowe's eccentric habits. Yes, Dr. Lowe medicates himself with experimental drugs of his own design. No, we have not mentioned this flaw in Dr. Lowe's character in our exchange contract with Auntie Cleo. We believe that Dr. Lowe's behavior is consistent with the values of our rival company. Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo are, in the opinion of Spacer's Choice, an ideal match. Both Dr. Lowe and the Auntie Cleo company believe themselves to be better than nature. Please be informed that Auntie Cleo has generously offered at least 3 senior personnel in exchange for Dr. Lowe. It is Spacer's Choice company policy to accept any bargain in our favor. Siri Bloomstead. From Human Resources to Liu. Michael, the office has reviewed a report of unlawful behavior exhibited by certain colleagues at your designated workplace. We find the contents of your report alarming and inconsistent with the values and vision of the Spacer's Choice family. While it is the duty of every member of our family to report seditious and unlawful behavior, it is important to express your report using appropriate company-approved language. Your description of violent outbursts and aggressive behavior from your colleagues is problematic. Furthermore, the office disapproves of your obvious exaggerations of any physical injuries sustained in your alleged altercations with your colleagues. Spacer's Choice is not liable or responsible for any injuries caused by Spacer's Choice property, including machinery or other co-workers. Your description of your colleagues' behavior portrays Spacer's Choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from any official record. Do not discuss, describe, or imply the contents of your report to your coworkers. Ugh. Can't wait to knock these corporations down. The way they run them, just ridiculous. Also, excuse me, I'm going to take these. Why are the Marauders calm? I think I noticed that earlier when... Oh no, here's Pam. Alas. I noticed that earlier when Pam first ran into that room, I realized in hindsight that none of the marks were red. So she ran in and was shooting the Marauders, but they weren't hostile to me, and they still aren't.
Hey.
And I don't understand why. Charged ordnance control helmet, shotgun. Another locked thing I can't get into. Keep looking at these, because one of them should say out of socks. This was the way I came up, wasn't it? Yes, it was. When did the door close? Alright, where are you,
The
Miss...
staircase is just like the board. Over-engineered to the point of absurdity.
What a thing to comment on. I swear that icon is slightly shifting around. More Marauders that are very calm.
Move along.
Did these guys break? I feel like I should be getting attacked here.
As you were. Move along.
That voice does not match the size of this man.
I don't have time for this.
The absolute unit.
Huh? Carry on. Thanks. Huh? Move along.
I don't know what's going on here. Hey, more terminals. More things to read. From Garcia to the manufacturing department. I run the SMC's interdepartmental system of serfdoms game. Systems and serfdoms game. We host participants from every part of the Spacer's Choice family, technical support, human resources, and even here in the manufactory. We just reached the stunning conclusion of our last campaign, and I've submitted the necessary paperwork to begin a new one soon. Interested? A few spaces for adventuring spacers are still available. Not sure what systems and serfdoms is? Don't worry. We're beginner friendly, and I'll be happy to walk you through character creation and more. S&S is all about helping each other and having a good time after all. If you're not familiar with systems and serfdoms, fret not. Novice entry fees are minimal. Please note that I am required by corporate to submit a detailed report of our adventures for moral hygiene auditing. Please also note that any subversive character concepts will result in an immediate report. Oh joy, what fun games these must be. From Jaramillo to Garcia. Sally, thank you for putting in the extra time to fix those terminals on the top floors. Even though you're not a designated member of the technical support team, your work saved me a reprimand on my permanent record. In fact, your work was so impressive that I thought you might appreciate having a few more tasks on your desk. You must have noticed the adhesive notes on your desk. These are backlogged repair tasks from the technical support team. I understand you've got your own work in the manufactory, but I think you'd benefit from the additional tasks. Remember, work fortifies the spirit. Look at this guy. He's short. Look at this fucking manlet. You got the unit over there and the manlet over here.
Carry on. Huh?
There's bound to be one working terminal in here. No? How about that? Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, they even got a workbench here? Gee, I wonder why. That thing just keeps moving.
To think, I would once have been impressed by this monstrosity.
Phineas would love this.
Huge. Anything in this corner over here? Probably not. Maybe this crate? Alright, there's some junk back here. Nothing important. That does look pretty cool. Kinda surprised I haven't heard the mystery voice again yet.
That's gotta be Ambrose's office. We're close, Captain.
Not seeing anybody in there. Whoa. Service elevator to lobby. Where I wander in there. What do we got here? Synthesizer maintenance log. Adjusted rotation speed of centrifuge 8T3245 as per Dr. Ambrose's request. Hopefully that should yield a few more batches with each production cycle. Still a little short of quotas, but we're doing our best. Updated the access code to the synthesizer production routine, reported it to Dr. Ambrose. Dr. Ambrose recorded the access code in her journal, as always. Dr. Ambrose has a habit of writing everything down. It's unnerving. I never know when I'm being audited. Good to know. Right, other than that data pad, there wasn't anything in there. It's not like I can mess with the controls. Alright, time to head in. You know, I was almost expecting her to be here. This is a very nice office. Gonna take all the drinks. Probably not worth that much, but heck, I'll take anything that isn't nailed down. Can't open that.
Okay.
I didn't even see this was here. Considering the front door was open, I don't understand what was the point of having this entrance. Alright, enough delaying. Prototype light pistol. Prototype, eh? This was one of the first pistols ever produced by Spacer's Choice. Although this model boasts superb all-around performance, executives realized they could remove most of its components and cut production costs by 3/4. The initial engineer was fired and replaced by an accountant who proceeded to create the light pistol now known and loved throughout Halcyon. It is better than my current revolver, which makes me sad. It does look slightly different. Yeah, like it's got more parts. Shocking. A weapon that actually looks different. No administrative functions available at this time. Incoming messages. You have cleared your messages. Congratulations. Outgoing messages. Sent to Goodfellow. Oh boy, there's gonna be a lot to read here. Ambrose to Goodfellow. Toxifree rebranding. Change the fucking name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. Alright, I remember this one from OCI. You may choose from the list of acceptable alternatives. Absorbitol, Chelotamax, Bindatron, Emeticin. Okay. Ambrose a Goodfellow, radio documentary participation. Lawrence, this is a waste of my time. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs and asking stupid questions. We're months behind as it is. However, because Lucien demanded it, I will consider the program's request if the following conditions are met. Lucien guarantees me the right to review and approve the recordings. The journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. It could be years. Make sure they understand that. If they leak the details of our work to the press, I will put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. The journalists bunk in shipping and receiving. We can't have them fraternizing with project staff outside of their scheduled interviews. These people are our enemies, not our friends. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship on my watch. My team will not be held responsible for the inevitable delays this tomfoolery will cause. The only individual who will be working overtime on this is you. Understood? Yeah, I think I read pretty much all of these, but in the other offices. Ambrose is a good fellow. I've seen the brand manager sniffing about, Lawrence. I know your department is gearing up for a big announcement, and mine is the only project on this fucking asteroid. Send me your intended production and release schedule immediately. Response. Okay, she got that. The schedule you sent me must be a template or the work of an intern because it's patently insane. We're nowhere near to hitting Lucien's proposed milestones. Branding's hopes and wishes won't magically change that, no matter what the corporate office says. My compound is months from viable, Lawrence. It kills people. If you'd like proof, you're welcome to try it yourself. I'll even show you where to stick it. I expect to receive a revised schedule before the week is out. Okay, I don't think I got these messages before. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you've lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. Okay, that sounds familiar. I think I have read this. How would you like to spend the night in waste processing? Going messages to Blakesley. Alright, now I'm not going to read all of these again. I'll go through them all just to check, but I'm pretty sure I already read all of these in the other offices. Test subject status. Yep, saw that one. Yep. I don't think I saw this one. Marion, cancel all the letters. This was about the ones they delivered to deceased relatives of the deceased from the testing area. Cancel all the letters. If they've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them. Secrecy trumps sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Yeah, we read this one. Okay, yeah. Sent to other. Okay, maybe I didn't read these ones? No, these were all the ones that were in the chem lab. I recognize the titles because we were just there. Alright, what about deleted messages? Radio documentary participation. These are... Wait a minute, I recognize this one too. This terminal is just full of messages that were in the other offices. I mean, some of them, granted, some of them came from here, but... Dr. Ambrose... Yeah. Wait a minute. Terminal's not received a message from Blakesley, and then, okay, there are no messages from Blakesley. Yeah. Yep, every single one of those messages I had already read somewhere else. That was a complete waste of time. Finally, journal.
That's enough. Gorgon is mine. Go now, and I will not pursue you. But if you stay, I will sick every last lawless fucking mercenary in Halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
Never know safety again? And why should the future be any different from the past?
We're not gonna let this rat fuck tell us what to do, are we, Captain?
No, we're not. Any admin functions now? Oh, I could cancel the lockdown if I was really good. I'm not. So that's why there's a hole in the wall. Now, are we sure I can't damage this place on the way out? Maybe fuck with something in here. Maybe something in here is activated. No. I mean, this place is clearly still pumping out adrenatime. I imagine it's not being... you know what? That probably wouldn't do anything. They probably... Considering how much of it is out in the wild, they can't all be coming from here. I guess we are just leaving. There's nothing else here that we could do. I looked over everything. And we are gone. Wait a minute. I thought there might have been an upper exit. Was there no upper exit? Maybe there was? No. I thought that was how I got on top of that little hill where that one other bit of information I was looking for was. There must be another way up there then. If not through here. Wait, no, there was a barred door. Are we sure there isn't another way out of here? Nah, if there was, I would be able to look at it here. No exits. No exits. No exits. No exits. How the heck do I get up to that spot on the hill then? I was certain it would be through here. maybe, here's what I'm thinking, maybe just handing over the journal won't be the end of it. Maybe whatever's up there has to do with our mystery voice. Could be. I'll just have to assume that's the case. If it isn't, then I'll have to come back down here and do some looking around. Alright, on the way out, we gotta figure this out. Do I give him to Roscoe these phonographs so he can complete his contract? Or his assistant wanted to deliver them to an automech. She was spying on the place. On the one hand, giving them to Roscoe means he would finally be able to leave the planet. I remember, he's stuck on this planet because he couldn't complete his contract because he couldn't get the phonographs. Meanwhile, somebody's spying on this place, then this information about, you know, what's been going on here might become public knowledge? But then again, who was she spying for? It might just end up another company secret. I know basically nothing about that assistant. I'm gonna give him back to Roscoe so he can leave. And then we can leave. Hello there. Hello there, Roscoe.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
Before I do, can I ask you something?
Sure, I'm an open book.
Did I never talk to him about any of this stuff? I must have talked to a lot of the staff here. What were they working on? No, did I seriously not talk to this guy?
Adrenatime. I'm sure you know it. Was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from Anti-Cleos. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's Choice, they're really not fond of spies.
Who is?
Fair point. Not even spies like spies.
I mean, I already know all of this stuff, so I'm not gonna bother him about it now.
Else?
I found them all.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
I'm not gonna bilk him out of extra money. Did you know Georgie was interviewing Olivia Ambrose on her own?
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Production details, ratios and measurements, ingredients, that kind of thing.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on between you and Georgie?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
I don't know. See the appeal.
Ha, sure. Nice of you to say. Sorry. Not much in the mood for witty repartee, what with the world-shattering revelations and all.
Yeah, a lot of those
Any
around
other
here.
horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
No other horrible truths that you need to know about.
Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
You do that, buddy.
Yeah, I'll just... Yeah. See you around.
You probably won't. Oh yeah, and I should tell that, I should tell the shopkeep guy outside. He was real insistent that Charles from accounting was, like, the baddest motherfucker on this entire rock. Gonna tell him he was full of shit. There he is. He's over here. Hey.
Hey again, stranger. What can I get you?
About Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
He's dead.
You're kidding. Really? He's dead? As in... dead?
Hold on, you're upset by this?
No. Yes. A little. He was just a real unusual character, you know? Original. You don't see one like that every day. Gorgon's gonna be a little less interesting without him. That's all.
Didn't get anything out of it, but... Okay, yeah, so he's just dumb. Alright, time to go. Give Miss Minnie Mother's journal. Can I look at the journal? Well, I can look at the physical object, but... Okay, so I can't read it. Cool. The one... A thing full of writing that I'm chasing after all this time, and I don't get to read it myself. Eh.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there?
This was never about the journal, was it?
Are you accusing me of deception? Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain. Captain!
Uh-oh. Yeah. How long is this static gonna go for?
Hello again, little weasel.
Oh.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you. And you overcame it all.
I knew it was her. So you're the one who put the Gorgon facility in lockdown, just as I predicted.
Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge. I may have gravely underestimated you.
You have. There's no may
You were
about it.
smart to hire him, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother! You're alive! And still on Gorgon?
Yeah, and she's been a thorn in my side ever since I got here.
Something tells me we've only seen the beginning. This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit!
Uh-oh.
Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
You mean it's not in production somewhere else? I mean, it's all over the colony. I assume it's got to be made elsewhere, considering this place is shut down. More or less. This was never about the family name, Minnie. You wanted to revive Adrenatime.
I may not have told you all of the facts, but I'm going to lay out everything I know. You can decide for yourself what to do with it. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, Adrenatime. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects.
And in spite of its deranged, irresponsible researchers.
Quite right. There's no end to the harm a poorly run team can do, even with the best of intentions. The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
No. After everything I've seen, absolutely not.
What you've seen is the result of Mother's leadership. I have no intention of repeating her mistakes. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrenatime synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again, and this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense.
And who's going to provide it?
Who else? Spacer's Choice. After I showed them the error of their ways, the corporation couldn't wait to restart the project.
Oh, really?
If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix Adrenatime. We can put this colony back on track together.
That's completely insane.
Is it? I'll tell you what's insane. Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrenatime is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Drugs? Drugs are the best you can do?
It's a bandage, not a cure. Halcyon is wounded, and I will do everything in my power to stop the bleeding.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether.
Meanwhile, our computer's just sort of sitting there staring at me like, you fucking hearing these bitches, Captain? Are you just trying to prove yourself to your mother?
My intentions are greater than some family squabble. Besides, Mother is the one who should be proving herself to me.
Fuck your intentions. What have you done? I always suspected you were nothing more than an empty-headed social climber. This confirms it.
You see what I mean? Mother is afraid of being outdone by her empty-headed daughter, and she'll do anything to stop me. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
You want to save the colony from its drug problem with more drugs?
Social engineering takes generations, and we don't have the luxury of time. We need to mainline progress into Halcyon's bloodstream. You've seen more of this colony than the average grunt. You know as well as I do that this is a question of survival.
Adrenatime's just a stimulant. What good do you think it can do?
With Adrenatime, we can increase worker productivity orders of magnitude above ordinary stims and risk none of the harmful side effects. Imagine if we flooded the market with drugs that actually helped people. We could influence the very business model of Spacer's Choice.
Halcyon's problem is cruelty, not productivity.
We won't be exploiting workers any longer. We'll be celebrating them, giving them everything they need to succeed.
No, this is madness. The project, the complex, it has to be destroyed. Razed to the ground. It's the only way.
After everything I saw on Gorgon, I agree.
Gorgon is a cautionary tale. We agree on that much. But if we go into this with open eyes, then history doesn't have to repeat itself. I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrena Time is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
What would you have me do instead, Olivia?
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrena Time for good.
Yeah, Minnie won't allow that.
My daughter's gotten her hooks into you. I understand. She's always had a knack for manipulating people. But I know you're more than her foolish little puppet. You've survived this long. You have to be more. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job. I know you won't disappoint me.
Yeah. I like my options. I like how some options occasionally have just imply, like, say that you're making like gestures or changing your expression. I don't think I've seen another game that ever included that in your responses. Winks and make finger gun at the screen. Get ready to be surprised. There was an option that popped up several times that, you know, where I could have asked them if they were willing to work together that I didn't take because I just wanted to poke them for about everything they were talking about. I hope that wasn't the best option and I just ignored it. Well. Yeah, I don't think it's really... I don't think this Adrena Time's gonna solve the problems. And whatever they plan... And I have to imagine making it right will be way more expensive than what Spacer's Choice would care to do. And it'll just end up running into the same problems. Whatever she's been promised to work with will probably drain out, because that's how Spacer's Choice works. I mean, even this pistol was the prototype for the one we've seen on the market, and what happened? They put somebody completely incompetent in charge of it to reduce costs, and every pistol on the market's nowhere near as good as the prototype. So I'm thinking that... And yeah, I stand by that earlier statement. The problem this colony faces is incompetent management. It's not the people working who are at fault, it's everyone in charge fucking up. And rather than try to fix everything, they just opt to fuck up more. Just to cover their own asses. So no, I don't think this is a good idea. Activate the NDA protocol at the mansion. Restore power to the Adrena Time synthesizer. Wait, did I already make a manual save there? Or maybe that was the old one I did. Right,
We've arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Alright, we'll try to meet the mother's request, at least to not kill... what's her face? Oh shit, music.
Careful. Looks like Minnie activated security around the manor.
The jig is up, Cap. I'd wager we're in for a fight.
What are you two doing over there? The security was set up. Why was the door open? Seriously, did they not have working door locks?
All invest.
What's going on down there?
We all in one piece?
Alright, where's Minnie? So long as she doesn't get in my way, I can meet that request. Unlock elevator. Wait a minute, where's the elevator? What elevator? It's down here? Yeah, it's down here. Yeah. Can't open that. Yep, she's gonna be down here waiting for us. Question is, can we...
Does every secret lab in this colony smell the same way?
Damn. Someone really didn't want this place found.
They got test subjects in here?
Here they come!
I missed. Can't believe I missed. So Minnie definitely knew what was happening down there. She had to have known this place was in the manor. Has been lied to me the whole time. Captain Spacebeard does not appreciate being lied to.
That was fun!
After using a revolver all this time, I gotta say, it's nice to wield a semi-automatic pistol after all this time. Pretty good. Dead end. Security blade hyper. I've got an important job to do, but first I will loot everything on the way in. Like a real hero. Can't hack that. What's this, the sneaky path through? Yep, sneaky path.
Processing.
Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hammer. Stuff.
Processing.
Is there anything down that hallway? Give me things. Just another way through there, right? I've been shooting a lot. This is... no, it's still in good condition. Open most recent message. Miss Ambrose. These projections are indeed encouraging. Unfortunately, without your mother's access code, we're going to have a beast of a time warming up the Adrenatime synthesizer. What about Olivia's journal? I seem to recall her scribbling everything down, or at least everything she didn't murmur into that voice recorder of hers. I recommend hiring a freelancer to search her office in the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. Someone capable but disposable. Once we have the journal, Spacer's Choice will see to it that you're properly compensated. Don't contact us again. We'll contact you. Lucian Bancroft. Okay, there's that name again. Mr. Bancroft, my name is Wilhelmina Ambrose. Prior to her death, you were in business with my mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Mother was wrong to shut down R&D for Adrenatime, and Spacer's Choice was wrong to listen to her. I'm sending some financial projections and chemical plans I've drafted over the years. You'll want to read them closely. The potential for a new Adrenatime formula, one that works, is unlimited.
Didn't I warn you not to set foot in here until the job was done? You should have listened to my advice.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't listen to people who lie to me.
There's nothing to discuss. I can fix Adrenatime without you, and certainly without Mother. You wasted your time coming here, and worse, you wasted mine. But I won't let anything stand in the way of progress.
What if you and your mother joined forces to secure the Marauders? There's a cool option.
You surprise me, Captain. Once we fix the chemistry of Adrenatime, the Marauder problem will simply take care of itself.
Yeah, fight horrific science with horrific science. That's always worked out in the past.
The days of the old Adrenatime are numbered, and Marauders are bound for extinction.
If the Marauders don't get a fix, they'll just rampage across the colony.
Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess? Besides, Mother is determined to ruin everything she touches. First Adrenatime, then our family, and now my ambition.
Why not give her a chance? She's been involved with Adrenatime from the start.
She never gave me a chance. Forbade it. I see no reason why she deserves a second one.
She sure as hell doesn't. But you can still give her one. That choice is on you now.
Mother never let me anywhere near R&D. I was always her incompetent little brat.
And here's the finisher. The Adrenatime project failed, Minnie. You couldn't have saved it.
You don't know that. Gorgon was my chance to do something incredible.
It was your chance to leech off your mother's success.
How dare you? But perhaps you're not entirely wrong. Mother taught me to never accept failure, to never settle for less. Compromising my plan goes against everything I know.
Focus on the task. The colony needs both of you.
And here I used to think the colony was too small for the both of us. I was so eager to make Adrena Time my legacy, to give it a second chance. But maybe it's my family that deserves a second chance.
She's still holding that glass.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you see Mother, tell her I'm willing to work something out. She can even come over for tea. Or something stronger. I'm sure you won't mind if I remain here. Just to guarantee that you keep your side of the bargain.
Understandable. You're awfully paranoid, but that's what I like about you.
If you're trying to charm me, this is neither the time nor the place.
Never is.
It's funny, Captain. I hired you to break the family curse. And it would appear you've succeeded. Just not the way I intended.
I greatly enjoyed resolving matters in ways people don't intend. You're welcome.
Now go, before I change my mind.
Better not. Alright, diplomatic solution part 1. Done. Now for diplomatic solution part 2. Alright. I'm sure Olivia would be on board with a plan to cure the Marauders. Huh, alarm's still on out here. Captain Spacebeard may have fucked up at Edgewater, but he's not gonna fuck up anywhere else.
Are you upside down?
Alright. Heading on back on down to Gorgon. I was right, though. How much you want to bet that area I have to go to is going to lead me up to that one place I couldn't get to?
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
And keep Yoka on team. SMC lower exterior. Fast travel, commence! Man, those Marauders respawn fast.
I keep my promises, Captain. Do you know the funny thing about mercenaries? They exist in a nearly infinite supply, even out-of-work tossball players.
I'm in a quarter. Ah. Parvati. Yep, as we figured, she was the one who sicked the freebooters on us the first time. Not that that was a hard thing to figure out. You just blow the parts off them sometimes. Oh hey, the door's open now. This was locked before.
Sure we can't take a detour so I can fix that elevator?
Nope. Oh good, more terminals. From Hennessy to Maynard. Hi there. Not sure what you did to get sent here, but I'm so sorry. The good news is that everyone here is in the same ship, so don't feel too ashamed. And hey, it could be worse. It looks like you're one of the lucky ones. Lots of new arrivals don't even get a functioning terminal, and if they do get it, it gets modified to hibernate at regular intervals to save power. You'll quickly find that we're the last in line for everything down here. But don't worry, if we stick together and look out for each other, I'm sure we can turn this department around in no time. From Maynard to Hennessy. Know where the toilet is? Ate too many fish sticks. You know, as much as I like revolvers, I'm digging this pistol. There's a reason revolvers aren't in common usage anymore. And again, it's not like I was doing poorly with the revolver. Still, it is nice for a change of pace.
You're fast. Here's a right cozy spot for a desk.
Stand a chance. Am I approaching capacity? I am. Gotta keep an eye on that. More terminals. Now this place is the whole department is gonna be full of terminals, isn't it? And curse my inability to pass up things to read. From Hobbs to Hennessy. Hey, new guy. Here's the honest truth. When you get here, you're stuck here. Doesn't matter how hard we work or how well we perform, and there's a reason for that. One day I had to take something up to HR, and they accidentally called me a quota employee. Thought that was a little suspicious, so I forked over a few bits to the maintenance guys to look into it. Turns out it meant exactly that. We're part of a quota. See, Spacer's Choice has certain requirements that a project has to meet in order to receive the top tier of funding, including a minimum number of employees at each location. So they tossed some desks right above the boiler room, made a PAM unit our directing supervisor, and here we are. At first I was mad about it, like I'm sure you are. But then I realized that I could benefit from my situation. Nothing's expected of us, so we can just drift along like a ship that's killed its own engine. So when you show up and push things to full burn all the time, it really throws off the equilibrium. Know what I mean? Tone down the enthusiasm is all I'm saying. At least 3 notches. From Hennessy to Hobbs. Anne, I sincerely appreciate the advice and I do understand your concerns. However, I cannot resign myself to such an apathetic course of action. I do not know your employment history, but as for myself, I was quite good at my job. Exemplary, even. I may have suffered a setback, but I'm willing to accept that this reassignment is some kind of fatal... I am unwilling to accept that this reassignment is some kind of fatal wound from which my career cannot recover. If we turn this department around and show management that we are valuable members of the Spacer's Choice family, surely they won't let us waste away in this basement. We just have to push ourselves harder, so please, with all due respect, do not try to discourage me. Thank you.
Hold your back, Captain.
Look at us!
You can just walk right up to them before they fully register your presence. I like that. I didn't even put any points to like stealth or being able to sneak around or anything like that. You just do it, so long as their back is turned. That's a little detail that I think is worth mentioning. The ability to just... Oh god, there's so many terminals. Maybe just those two. From Zemansky to Tinsley. Gentle? How am I supposed to be gentle when I can't get my 2-hour energy brew? It's not right. It's criminal. I haven't had my brew in weeks. I have been reduced to borrowing Adrena time from the chem lab just to keep me from going through shifts. Fix your vending machine or I'm coming back with a tossball stick. From Hobbs to Zemansky. I agree completely. Who are they to tell you what to do with your tossball sticks? What are you supposed to do? Just let them sit around not hitting things? That's not what they're made for. They're made for tossball, damn it. And without tossball, what are we? Animals, Kevin, that's what. So all that said, that means you're in on the betting pool this season, right? I know it hasn't worked out the last 3 times, but I've got a good feeling about this one. Trust me, just make sure you have my fee ready, alright? From Farrar to Human Resources. Good day. I've just started on the 3rd floor and I'm a little confused. This automechanical said it was my manager, but that can't be right. It called itself Pam and refused to tell me where my real manager was. Can you please direct me to my manager and send this automechanical? Yes, that's how you say that. Why'd I say that like I said it wrong? What's wrong with my brain? Send this automechanical off to be repaired. And the response from Human Resources. Emily, there's no mistake. Pam is a productivity automechanical and your direct supervisor. She is specially equipped to provide all your motivational and disciplinary needs as a valued member of the Spacer's Choice family. Please treat Pam as you would any other member of the Spacer's Choice management. To that end, please accept all directives, commands, responses, and silent glares that from Pam as you would a living, sentient human manager.
Ah, the inefficiency of bureaucracy. Choked by paperwork.
OSI guidelines on the appropriate practice of filing. Number 1, the process of filing information is a sacred duty. Never embark on a new journey in filing without evoking the name of the architect in the law. 2, document like a worker. Both must have their appropriate label and must be stored in their appropriate section. 3, maintain appropriate posture when filing documents. You are clergy serving at the altar of data. 4, replace and revise your filing system every 4 years. Planned obsolescence is the appropriate role of Spacer Choice. How horrifying. This summer, paperwork. There's a locked door over here. More stairs. More toss ball, fellas.
What was that? Fight on our hands.
Damn right we're good at this. We're not good at this. We're the best at this. Olivia, where are you? I just want to talk. Didn't realize they were medical drones. Ooh. When you just see all their arms and legs pop off, just poof. Brutal. Was there anything at the end of that hall? Probably not. But curse my... No, there's a crate back here. That wasn't completely nothing back here. Looks like I'm about to level up.
I wonder if she's ready for her comeuppance.
It's gonna be fine. We can do this.
You two know we're here to talk to her, right? We're not here to shoot. Like, chill. I got this.
Whoa. Look at the size of this thing. Like some kind of slumbering beast.
Pretty big. Hi there.
I'll give you one thing, little weasel. You are relentless.
It's one of my more respectable
I did
qualities.
Everything in my power to stop you. Yet here you stand before me, offensively alive.
I know, isn't it great?
Just so we're clear, if you intend to restart this machine, you'll have to go through me.
Can't we talk this through?
I'm done talking. Cooperation, compromise, consensus. It resolves nothing. All that remains is action and inaction. Kill me, or let me destroy this place.
Huh? Minnie wants to work with you on a cure for the Marauders.
That's preposterous. Not too long ago, she wanted me dead.
Yeah.
How do I know this isn't a trick to get me out of the way?
It just so happens that one of my greatest abilities is the ability to convince people not to do things I don't want them to do, and to do things that I want them to do. So, yeah, you'll just have to trust me.
I will not. Your intentions are beside the point. I've been working on a cure for 5 years, and I've made no progress at all. If she believes teamwork is all I've been missing, she's more soft-headed than I thought.
She said you were invited for tea?
She... what? That was our secret phrase. Did she tell you?
That's rather sweet of you.
It was her idea. When I'd been on Gorgon too long, that's what she'd write at the end of her messages. It meant she missed me. That she wanted me to come home.
Making my teeth ache.
My girl has a saccharine edge. It's true.
It shows she still cares, but she is still hurt, so she's expressing it the only way she can.
I should never have let it get this bad. Grand gestures and code words, even conversation is beyond us. I'll come then, to the mansion. We have much to discuss, and I suspect bridging the chasm between us will take quite a bit of tea indeed. Thank you, Captain. In the end, You were not at all what I expected.
Never am. Okay. Crisis resolved. This looks dangerous to stand next to. I killed a lot of people to make this compromise happen. I'm the hero. Let me just loot as much as I can carry out. I'm almost full. And then we'll go have our conversation. Wrap this whole business up. Ah, yeah. Oh, we got a quick way up. I hope this takes me up to where I think it's going to take me. I think I know where this is. Yep, it is exactly where I thought it would be. Which unfortunately means it didn't actually take me to where I thought it was going to. Or rather, I hoped it was going to. Which begs the question, how the fuck do I get up there? What am I missing? I already know that doesn't work. You just fall through the pipe because it's not actually a physical object and it's just an illusion placed there by the developers. We're not going up to the meeting just yet. I gotta figure this out before I go. Which means, in this case, running all the way around this fucking steep cliff and hoping I find a way up.
Shines on us today.
Okay, going through there isn't gonna cut it. Wait a minute, is that a path I see? Yep, here it is. Here it is, we found a path. I forgot that you can do an aerial dodge like that. Actually managed to get far enough away it didn't go off. I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, this is downright unneighborly.
Watch your step, Captain. Traps there, there, over there. Well, just about everywhere.
Who would have thought it would be this simple? I should have ran around the place a while ago. Well, there's a lot of phonographs.
When does a man become marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the Aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people, with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's choice? And you call them marauders, like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product.
Is this one of those research outposts we're looking for? Wow. Get a load of this view.
Don't talk over the phonograph.
Like Lucian planned. I read the reports. Every missing person. Every unexpected death.
A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrena time shoved it off a cliff.
I missed part of that, but I think we got the gist of it. Whoa. Whoa. That was timed with me pressing, like, the pickup button, so I thought I was doing that. I was not. Our thing will probably be over here, and there it is. And the scribbled word is speak. In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous Manti-men intent on taking the cities for their own. Manti Mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle Knight Sysak Sassafras, against Excelsior in hand-to-claw combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have bested his insectile foe with the help of his handy pet, his eye is caught by Isabella Fame Fatale, Manti Mastermind's dancing queen. Will a mustachioed hero survive his brush with the Spindle Knight and with love? Maurice, I have made my peace with the chemical waste pit. It is where I belong, I think, with the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars, as distant as you are, and the rest of them. How do you fare, Maurice, up on your vaunted perch? When the shadow of the manufactory crown falls on you in your fine telescope, do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane, these wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress and expand. Gas now, then liquid, then gas again. They've whispered to me the trick of their metamorphoses, and I have bottled it as they taught me. Come down from the shadow of the manufactory, Maurice, down to the ravine, and they will teach you their trick too. Let us at last complete the package that I might finally ascend. All glory to the pet, Eustace. Yeah, that guy completed his part in their little project before he finally just completely went insane. Or, then again, he was already on his way there. Is it just that one forward section of pipe that isn't real, or not? Invisible wall, can't test it. Invisible walls ruin everything they get in the way of. And this will be our last bit of business on this planet. Just gotta hop in here, pick up this pet thing, and we'll be on our way. Alright, enter true fan passphrase. Speak, friend, and enter. I didn't even remember what all the other words were, really. Oh, there's your Lord of the Ring reference for today. Passphrase accepted. One final task await thee, fair traveler. You must complete a text to prove your bona fides. But worry not, it should be simple for a true fan of Archibald Excelsior. Hack. Execute villain protocol. Alright, hold on a minute. Let's do a quick save here. Begin true fan quiz. In Issue 1, The Plague of the Manti-Men, what was the name of Manti Mastermind's second-in-command when Archibald defeated in hand-to-claw combat? That would have been Sysak Sassafras. Easy, that was the last one I got. Question 2. In Issue 2, Attack of the Crystal Canids, what improvised weapon did our illustrious leader, Archibald Excelsior, use to exterminate King Alpha? A hairpin belonging to his adoptive daughter, Virginia Yang, girl detective? His best friend, Frankie Gatt, the living gun. That sounds great. I love it. I think it was this one, the skull of the King Alpha's own mother. Correct. In issue 3, Invasion of the Flesh-Eating Sprats, Agent Buff Hardman foiled Archibald's heroic plan to liberate the underground metropolis of Hephaestus from the Sprat Pack by doing what? Tricking Archibald with his dastardly mind control ray, slathering the Sprat Pack in Anti-Cleo skin-hardening metallysis gel, breaking the dam in Lava River. The way this one is written just sounds right. Correct? His mind control ray. In issue 4, the Colossus beneath Tartarus. How did Archibald ignite his signature weapon, the Pet, and put the titular giant down for good? With his last spacious Corona cigarette? No, that wouldn't be it. With the muzzle flash from his pistol, the vermin? No. Bolt of lightning from above? That sounds right. I didn't fully remember the actual things from some of the issues I found earlier on, but just the way they were written, the answers, just helped me tell which ones were right.
This must have been where those researchers had their hideout.
What is this pet? I'm gonna assume it's a weapon. Looks like a staff, even. Yep, there I am, over-encumbered. Why am I still picking up things? That is an interesting looking thing. Explain further. The PET. This lovingly handcrafted replica energy axe bears a striking resemblance to the pest extermination tool wielded by pulp legend Archibald Excelsior. With his famed PET in hand, the inimitable Excelsior exterminated a plague of mantimen, a horde of crystal canids, a pack of super villainous singing sprats, and a molten giant the size of a mountain. All while nursing a broken heart, only a true fan could have crafted such an improbable weapon. That is pretty neat. Never underestimate what true fans of something will do with it. Actually looks kind of cool. I'll give that to one of the others. Then again, they don't get science weapon boosting perks, so they wouldn't be able to take full advantage of it. But then again, I have no melee skill whatsoever, so... Alright, let's break some of these things down. There we go. Alright, now we go to our meeting. Yeah, take Felix and Nyoka. Wait, did I accidentally click off of Nyoka? Oh, wait, Parvati. Ah, well, I'm not going back in. Alright. The thrilling conclusion of our adventures. I don't need to make a manual save here. Ladies?
I have to know, Mother. All those years ago, what tipped you off that Gorgon was in trouble?
The volunteers. Not just the shocking way they died, but the company's muted response to it. They were expensive to house, train, and treat. That the company would spare no expense, yet let so many of them die. It was terrible.
History won't repeat itself on our watch.
I dare say not. Even when we made significant progress, Lawrence and his ghouls in OCI slashed our budgets. I knew then I'd lost control of Gorgon. I'd lost control of Adrenatime.
You never told me Gorgon was such a logistical nightmare. We should have had this conversation 5 years ago.
You can't know how badly I wanted to. But the truth put you in danger, and I couldn't abide that.
I owe you an apology, Captain. Not only did I deceive you, but all this time I had the wrong idea about Mother.
Damn right you owe me an apology. And Captain Spacebeard does not like being lied to. But let's not dwell on it, considering we've worked out a more beneficial solution. What do you think of her now?
Mother is less than perfect, but more than a monster. Somewhere in the middle, I suppose. We still have a great deal of work ahead of us. The years of silence were not easy.
I don't doubt it was hard on you, but I knew you'd come out the stronger for it. We have the chance to know each other now, thanks entirely to you.
Is it normal for people to drink tea in what look like regular glasses? Well, then again, probably is. I just imagined like teacups or whatever. How do you plan on mending relations from here?
On Minnie's terms, whatever they may be. I've made enough decisions for her, I think.
Well, there's no need to dwell on the past anymore. We're in the thick of it together, now that we're partners.
Partners? Huh. I suppose we are.
And family, I suppose. This isn't at all playing out the way I imagined it. And for the first time, I'm glad.
Yeah, once family gets involved, all bets are off.
Family is pure happenstance. Collaboration is intent, vision, fortitude. I'm glad to have you as my daughter, Minnie, but I'm proud to call you my partner. But I fear things will only get harder from here.
Yeah. You're only here because you believe it's possible. Hold on to that feeling.
I've found that feelings are fleeting, Captain. I believe in the work, and I believe in my daughter. That will be enough for me.
You've earned this, Captain. For recovering Mother's journal. For getting us talking in the same room together. And for exceeding my expectations.
Indeed. I have no use for bits and baubles on Gorgon. Not now that I have my work. Take what's yours, Captain. The road to a Marauder cure will be a long one, and the board will surely fight us every step of the way. But this partnership, it's a damn good start.
Will you put the burden of the colony aside for just one moment? Give me a day with my mother before we get back to work.
For you, I will try. It's finally over. I'm free.
You're welcome to stay as long as you wish. It's nice to have visitors for a change.
Well, I'm glad you two sorted this out. I'm out of here. Was I really only hired for 5,000 bits? I feel distinctly undervalued. Yeah, well, what can you do? They're probably gonna need all that money for the research anyway. Well, I'd say I like this DLC as a whole. It was fairly predictable, I would say, but Still, I'd say well executed and enjoyable. Looks like the only way to get the best resolution is to have maximum persuasion, though. At least I didn't see another option. Or maybe you could use the other skill as well, I wasn't sure. I think persuasion was the way to do it. Maybe one of the three. Definitely don't come here without max persuasion or at least maxing one of those skills. Assuming the other two are also workable. Alright. Well. And that's almost 4 hours. This seems like a good place to stop. Honestly. Considering all we currently have left to do is, right. The adjutant of... An adjutant of the UDL wanted to talk to me. And then we have to go move the Hope, so... When we come back... Well, first I'm gonna need to find a vending machine and sell all this stuff I'm carrying, because frankly, I am overloaded. But, after that, we'll get right into main plot stuff. How exciting. Yeah, what a good stream. Ending at a really good spot. Pretty good. Well then, hope that was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I'd say I'd enjoyed it very much. Good, that was fun. But now I am going to go have myself a snack. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.